Here's the one financial rule every resident needs to hear before it's too late. When I was in my second year of residency, the number one worst nightmare of a resident happened to me. My residency program closed down. But that's a story for another time. I started in a new residency program and I was completely misunderstood. I was bold and confident, which I had been taught to be, but some attendings didn't like that. They saw it as disrespectful, and thus I was put on probation by the end of my second year. Then, in the middle of my third year, one of my attendees complained about me, and I was informed that if one more person complained about me, I would be put in remediation and I would not be able to graduate on time. I had already tried being on my best behavior, not opening my big mouth, but then I was told I was too quiet, and they weren't sure if I knew what was going on with the patient. After a while, I started speaking up again, and while my team appreciated it, my attendings didn't. They felt challenged by me. I knew that getting another complaint might not be something that I could prevent, because of the power dynamic in medicine and the hierarchy, their word against my word. So I decided that if I got placed into remediation, instead of sticking with a system that was hell bent against me, I decided that I would not finish residency. I came up with a list of backup plans and I made it my life's mission to learn about personal finance and investing. And what I learned was that there's a whole wealth of knowledge out there that we're completely in the dark about. We think that you go to school and you work really hard and you get a high paying job and that's it. That's all you need to do. But that's not true. It's just one form of the golden handcuffs that this world tries to shackle upon us to keep us working in the same cycle, to keep us under control. I learned that retirement is not an age, but it's a number. I learned that if I took my money into my own hands and I made smart decisions with it, that I don't have to work in this job forever if I don't want to. I want to have the option to not be in a toxic environment if I don't want to be there. So, how am I going to do it? That's why it's so important to learn about investing. And the number one thing that I would say that residents need to do that you should open today if you don't have one, is open up a Roth IRA. Because in residency, this is the only time in your career that you're going to be eligible to contribute to a Roth IRA in a traditional sense. And the money that you put in this Roth IRA is post tax. So even though there's a limit for how much you can put in 1 year, the growth that it can have over the course of your life is unlimited. And that is so powerful. It's so powerful, they had to put a limit on how much we could put in. If you don't know how to open a Roth IRA, I'm going to teach you. But you need to follow Bookworm MD because I'm breaking down the exact steps so you can do it too. Because financial freedom is the real cure.